Tuples. Tuple is a data structure in Python. It is another sequence data type that is similar to the list. A tuple consists of number of values separated by commas. Unlike lists, however, tuples are enclosed with parentheses. The values that make up a tuple are called its elements. In the above example, we have tuple named fruits with 3 elements as mango, apple and grapes. The elements in a tuple are addressed using their index value. Tuples are immutable. We cannot change the elements of a tuple in a place. This means we cannot perform insert, update, delete operations on them. That is why tuples are faster and more efficient than lists. Tuple creation. A tuple is enclosed in parentheses or round brackets for creation, and each item is separated by a comma. Round brackets indicate the start and the end of the tuple. Nesting of tuples. Tuples can be placed inside other tuples. When you add one or more tuples inside another tuple, the items in the nested tuples are combined together to form a new tuple. As shown in the above example, the tuple 1 and tuple 2 are combined to form a tuple 3.
Tuple operations. Tuple operations are of 5 different types: index, slicing, concatenation, repetition, and count. So let us discuss each of these operations. Tuple slicing. Tuple slicing is nothing but slicing a part of an element. For example, if you take a carrot, we get a part of it. Similarly, in Python, a set of elements is sliced to get a particular part. And the syntax of tuple slicing is start, stop, and step. Start is the starting point, stop is the stopping point which is excluded, step is the step size. And we can access these tuple elements through their index. The index value starts from 0 to the length of the tuple minus 1. Tuple concatenation. We can concatenate or add tuple elements to create a new tuple using the plus operator. For example, if you take tuple 1 has some set of elements, tuple 2 and same as tuple 3, and tuple all is equal to tuple 1 plus tuple 2 plus tuple 3, and when you print tuple all, you can see the combination of tuple 1, 2 and 3. The next one is tuple multiplication or repetition. The multiplication operator is used for the repetition of tuple. For example, tuple contains a set of elements and tuple 1 is equal to tuple into 3, and when you print tuple 1, you can see the elements repeated 3 times. So now we are going to see membership operator, in and not in. We can use in and not in operators with a tuple to check if the item is present in the tuple or not. For example, vowels contains a set of elements. A in vowels is true because because the vowels contains the letter A. Similarly, A not in vowels is false because the vowels contains A and it returns false. Now we are going to see comparing tuples. We can compare two tuples by using comparison operators such as greater than, lesser than, equal to, and not equal to operators. Deleting a tuple. We can't delete elements of a tuple, but we can delete the tuple itself using del statement. For example, tuple contains some set of elements, and when you print tuple, it returns 1 and 2, and when you use del tuple and print tuple, you can find some error there. It's because you can't add elements to a tuple because of their immutable property.
Python tuple function. There are 6 types of Python tuple function: length, sum, max, tuple, mini, and sorted. Index function finds the first index of a given item and returns the index. The index starts from 0. Count. This function is used to count the occurrence of an item in the tuple. Length. This function returns the length of the tuple, total number of elements in the tuple. Mini. This function returns the minimum value from the tuple. Max. This function returns the maximum value from the given tuple. Sorted is used to sort the elements of the tuple. It returns in the ascending order. Now let's see some example to understand more about tuple functions. Now I have given a tuple a is equal to 5, 4, computer, and I need to find the length of the tuple. It returns as 3. This shows the index starts from 1 to find the length of the tuple. Now I have given b is equal to 10, 20, 30, 10. Now I need to find the count of the string. The count means the number of occurrence of the same element in the tuple. It returns 2. This shows that 2 times 10 is present in the tuple b. Any function returns true if a tuple is having at least one item. If the tuple is empty, it will return false. Now I have given e is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to find the maximum value of this tuple. It returns 5 as 5 is the maximum among all these elements. And I have given f is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need to find the minimum value of the tuple. As the minimum value is 1, it returns 1. Now let's see some example for sorting. I have given I is equal to 9, 5, 3, 7, 8, 2. After applying sorting function, I will get the values in the ascending order. Now let's see an example for index function. I have given L is equal to 2, 7, 9, 5, and I need to find the index of 9. As index starts from 0, it returns 2.